We live? I don't know when the Genshin live stream starts. Oh, it's the time for the Hokkaido. What time is it? I don't know. It should be now. Oh, here we go. So I guess first Honkai then Genshin.
The finest hand-picked, well-tied spring meets the chewiest
Boba
brown sugar boba on the block, bursting with L-carnitine, flavor, and health. Immortal's Delight, the drink of diviners.
Newsflash. The IPC will soon be dispatching representatives to multiple worlds. The effort is part of a raft of new measures to encourage trade and strengthen friendship throughout the cosmos. The Genius Society's newest masterpiece, Simulated Universe World 8, is about to go live. Madame Herta has revealed that the project is about to enter the launch phase.
I like
For
it.
further details, don't forget to tune in to our program's follow-up reporting. Renowned songstress Robin has received an invitation to perform at Penacony's Charmony Festival.
Hello?
A little bit late
Hello?
for Halloween. I like the theme anyway.
Hello, my name is Hua.
Recent days, the Xianzhou Luofu has reported an uptick in supernatural activity, with evil spirits wreaking havoc across multiple locations.
I got
The
people
Ten Lords
watching.
Commission has assured citizens that it is thoroughly investigating all incidents. This program will be bringing you the latest as the story unfolds. For more details, stay tuned for the upcoming Haunted Xianzhou special program.
Looks like new zone.
Beautiful creature, bless you for choosing to dally here. Allow me to ask you, as a fellow entity of the universe, are you acquainted
It's better than our weekends off
Goddess
in uni.
Citrulla?
Beautiful man. Third time. Here we go. Excited for this one.
Another anomaly in this shining universe.
Since you do not understand the
Always
beauty,
love some violin
I will have
in
to
my
show
trailer.
you in a way that only a knight can. The beauty is eternal.
Hey! We made it! What's up, guys? Most haunted place in the Luofu. Follow and share. Or else I'm gonna... I think I just...
Hey man, gonna make that content.
Yo, what's up? You're finally here.
Captain Huohua, should we start the ghost talk now? Captain? You can just call me Huohua. The fate of humans means nothing to me.
Oh, Fantilia? Ah, no, never mind.
We
I
play
saw
by our
Blue Flame.
rules.
Blue floating flame thingy. I thought it was her. I'm gonna get the codes later. What about the Genshin livestream? When does it start? Ah, whatever. I should leave those in chat for people that may want to. Please, please, let there be three
Darkness falls across the delve as ghost fires dance. The clock strikes 12.
I feel so blue-balled by the end of the
Whether or
previous one.
not your
with the
world
cutscene.
has a midnight hour. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the Interastral Peace Media's Haunted Cienjo special program. I'm your ghostly host with the most, Albert. For today's
Hot take,
episode,
but I
we've
don't really
invited
like
two
Alberts.
special guests.
I don't know.
Together,
I don't know if
we'll
it's
be
the VO or
introducing
something,
you to the Cienjo's
Meh.
weirdest and most wonderful.
Hi everyone! I'm the Galactic Baseballer!
Speaking of weird and wonderful,
Hey guys, Grey Knifin here. It's an honor to be a guest on the 1.5 special program. I mean, Owlbert's Haunted Cienjo special program.
Huh? Owlbert, did you unlock a new skin?
that's one way of putting it.
It's weird hearing
Naturally,
the true
an
Bracer
anchor of my
speaking,
standing needs to have
especially
the best
if, I don't
wardrobe
know,
department
so
in
much
town.
emotion.
Now, as our audience will be well aware, the Cienjo is constantly roaming the universe, and the universe is filled with the unknown. It should come as no surprise then that the Luofu has had its fair share of strange encounters. And speaking of strange, the trailer we just witnessed gave us a sneak peek into a place of mystery, evil, and ghost fire. Fixtral Garden.
I thought Fixtral Garden was just some old abandoned place on the Luofu. Why is it suddenly getting so much attention?
Allow me to explain. A while back, the Artisanship Commission's creation furnace was shattered, and the Heliobi trapped inside were able to escape.
Gonna admit,
Know
the
where they
new
went
zone
to
looks
hide?
really different from the other
Yep.
Luofu areas.
Fixtral
I like it.
Garden.
I see. Wait, what's a heliobi?
Spooky themed.
People say that the Heliobi are the result of accumulated grievances. They can possess people, deceive the senses, affect the soul, and usurp the flesh. Those possessed exhibit bizarre behavior and restless thoughts. Ooh, it's a truly frightening spectacle.
But the creation furnace wasn't exactly fragile. How could it just break?
Rumor has it the Artisanship Commission's surveillance recorded a gray-haired figure in dark clothing.
Huh. Gray hair, dark clothing. Did they have a baseball bat?
Hey, don't pin this on me. The destruction
What's
of the
her
creation
name? I
furnace
don't
was a
remember.
direct result of the Stellaron disaster. Right, Albert?
The Jin Liu look-alike.
Just tell us more about Fixtural Garden.
Fixtural Garden has always been overflowing with yin energy, and the garden itself is littered with suppression towers, stone monoliths, and ancient trees. It's creepy enough in the day, but when the sun goes down, things get a whole lot creepier.
I like this
The
area.
garden is layered and deceptive, and it's easy to
Is
lose
the
your bearings.
daytime for this zone, or
Since
is
the
it
Heliobi
permanently
moved in,
nighttime?
It's probably the most
it's
dangerous
permanently
place
nighttime.
on the Lafu.
You
Heliobi
know, for the
are
atmosphere.
experts when it comes to possession, and even the most experienced Wraith Wardens and
enemies.
Arumatan Spectral Envoys can become their victims. When you can't tell your friend from your enemy, things tend to go south fast. If all that wasn't enough, they say that Mara-stricken members of the Ten Lords Commission also wander the garden. A word of advice? Keep your wits about you.
Sounds like great streaming
bunch of
material to
waifu
me.
enemies.
I bet I could become the CNJO's #1 streamer in no time.
Love with knife and energy.
Funny you
Wanna
should
make that
mention.
content.
To most people, Fixtural Garden was always a strange and desolate place that rarely got much attention. But now that stories are beginning to circulate, the situation has changed. Recently, the Cienjo's online forums have been filling up with posts describing supernatural
continuation,
phenomena
right.
in
Okay.
Fixtural Garden.
For basic mission.
Everything from self-playing violins
It's basically
to the
the
wailing
Genshin,
cries of vengeful ghosts.
What was it called?
Unsurprisingly, Cienjo fans of the supernatural are
Dark Conquest,
loving
that
every
is,
second.
In my experience,
remember what
forums
it's
aren't
called.
exactly the most
Continuation.
reliable news sources.
Ugh, who cares if some of it's false? This is a hype train I can't afford to miss. Trailblazer, what do you think? Want to start a ghost hunting squad with me?
Fire breathing, Kwaiban performances, headstands, balancing acts, spear deflection, sword juggling, and boulder smashing. Weren't enough, huh? Now you're an expert in ghost hunting?
Who said I was an expert? I just have a lot of transferable skills. That's all.
Well, you better hope so. Speaking of which, in the brand new version 1.5 Trailblaze Continuance, a Foxian Tale of the
Yay.
Hunted, the ghost hunting squad will
I'm
be
happy about this.
responsible for
The
chasing
one
down
video
Heliobi,
for was
purging
pretty good.
evil, resolving crises, and protecting the Cienjo. A Foxian Tale of the Hunted is divided into 5 chapters and starts off with the ghost hunting squad facing an unusual danger and Sojourner's ghastly reverie. Once this chapter is complete, the story continues to unfold with twins, Precipient, Sword Essence, and Foxian Dream.
5 chapters, huh? We'll be topping Cienjo internet searches in no time!
See? I knew we were on the
I'm
same
gonna get some
wavelength.
food.
In addition to Trailblaze Continuance, and together with Miss Gwen Knifin, Trailblazers will also be facing Fixtural Garden dangers in both Lafu Urban Legends and Ghost Hunting Squad missions.
Cool.
Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, during the Ghost Hunting Squad's Fixtural Exploration, Trailblazers can jointly manage Gwen Knifin socials. Posting threads is a great way to create discussion among Cienjo netizens and fans of the supernatural.
I can't wait! We're gonna get the whole Cienjo talking. Seriously, this is once-in-a-lifetime material. We gotta plug it for everything it's got. I'm talking daily updates, community engagement, all that good stuff. Once you get enough momentum, the fan base grows itself.
Social media stardom is finally on the horizon.
Oh, you know, Miss Gwen Knifin, there's always room for creative talents at the IPM, and I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I've introduced a lot of big names in the company. The Albert stamp of approval goes a long way.
Aw, thanks, Albert. I'm afraid I'm too invested in the Cienjo for now, though. Good to know there's an offer on the table.
What's cool? I get it. But here's my card if you ever want a collab. Just give me a shout.
Deal. Now, where were we? Oh, socials. Increasing your account's popularity level allows you to unlock more stories and events. Your ghost hunting skills will only improve as you unlock more suppression towers and take on new challenges.
Not to mention, by completing limited time missions, Trailblazers can obtain the event light cone, hey, over here. What do you think, Guilings? Let's give it up for Guinaifan's generosity, woo! Still, I hope the ghost hunting squad is up to the job. Sounds like we'll have a lot on our plate.
Don't worry. You might just be getting a helping hand from one of the Xianzhou's most formidable forces, the Ten Lords Commission. They're the judges of the Mara Struck, the arbiters of life and death. When it comes to warding off evil and expelling the supernatural, nobody does it like the Ten Lords.
Did I miss
Despite
anything?
their reputation,
Went to get food.
they're shrouded in a certain amount of mystery.
Whoa! The 10 lords are getting involved? Just when I thought our stream couldn't get any crazier!
Well, before you get too excited, I'd spend some time getting to know your assignee. The 10 Lords have dispatched a trainee judge to assist the ghost hunting squad in investigating the Fixtural Garden situation.
Trainee, huh? As long as they're confident in their abilities.
Yeah, about that.
I did miss something. I'm gonna check it out later. Hey, what introduction? Definitely doesn't look like a DPS.
Huohua is a wind-type character following the path of abundance and a trainee judge of the 10 Lords Commission.
Wait, is her tail on fire? Those are the spookiest looking flames I've ever seen!
Yeah, does being on fire help with ghost hunting?
What are you two whispering about?
Nothing. Just beginning to doubt her credentials.
How did this little girl become a judge in the first place?
Good question.
What, she's a
Huohua is
judge?
essentially a magnet for evil. Something that comes in super handy for the 10 Lords Commission. They couldn't believe their luck.
Sounds qualified.
Of course. Talent comes in all shapes and sizes. The key is to bring the best out of everyone. Still, to her, Huohua's unique skill set isn't exactly a blessing. People
How
say
do you
she
judge
has
people
the
when you
worst luck
get
on the
scared so
CN
easily?
show. Always running into ghosts, tripping over thin
think she chose
air.
the wrong
You know the deal.
Well,
Career
if I
path.
spent my life running into ghosts, I'd probably fall over a lot too.
I remember one of my Guilings had the same problem. Lucky for her, one of my sponsors sells this amazing remedy that can...
And we're getting sidetracked. Anyway, I only told you half the story. Bad luck, evil attraction, call it what you like. It all started from a single unfortunate event.
Oh?
When Huohua was a little younger, her tail was possessed by a monstrous long-life species. Any guesses? Yep, it was a heliobus. That
A
very
what?
same day, the 10 Lords Commission decided to seal the monster in its hiding place and took Huohua under their wing.
Ah, I get it. So Huohua is kind of like a 10 Lords guinea pig. I think Herda had a similar fate planned for me.
That may have been part of it. However, the 10 Lords realized that Huohua had the ability to pacify the monster. Naturally, anyone able to wield the power of a heliobus was seen as a potential weapon of war.
But
Oh, wait a
she's
minute,
just
isn't
a
the Helio
baby!
thingy
How could a
same
scared little
species as,
Foxian girl ever take on the responsibilities
Fantilia?
of the
The
10
real Fantilia?
Lords?
Isn't that the same species?
Huohua's well aware she's
The
just scared of
floating
cat.
flame?
That's why she watches so many horror
Oh,
immersions to
interesting.
train her courage. I guess you could call that fighting fear with fear. I'm here all week, y'all.
If that actually worked, I'd have joined the Stellaron Hunters already.
Practicality aside, Huohua's willingness to confront her shortcomings is a true sign of professionalism. Not to mention, having spent more than a few years in the company of a heliobus, she's had to develop her own tricks for banishing evil. Huohua's basic attack, Banner Stormcaller, can deal wind damage to a single target.
Kind of looks like her tail is the one making the decisions.
When using her skill, Talisman Protection, Huohua bravely brandishes her banner, restoring HP to a single ally and adjacent teammates.
Are you sure she's not trying to surrender?
Huohua's
Wait, what?
ultimate, Tail's
Elemental
spiritual
skill, AoE
domination,
healing?
can
Damn.
regenerate allies' energy and increase their attack.
Whoa! So
just say
that's what a
elemental skill?
heliobus looks like.
No wonder it took the 10 Lords' commission to seal it away.
When under the influence of her tail, Huohua has a few special talents. After using her skill, she receives Sacrifice Life. Sacrifice Life can grant allies a set amount of HP restoration at the beginning of their respective turns or when they use their ultimate.
Nice. Not bad for a trainee, huh? This ghost hunting squad's gonna kick butt.
That's not all. Huohua's technique, Fiend Impeachment of Evil, sends her enemies into a horror-struck state and scatters them in all directions. When attacking a horror-struck enemy, there's a chance of reducing their attack.
Oh, scaring away your enemies. Nice moves, Huohua. Still not getting judge vibes, though.
Hey, easy on the trainee. Of course,
Sounds cool.
when you're dealing with
I feel
Heliobab,
like-
the more judges, the better.
Defensive,
That's why the 10 Lords
supporting
appointed a
Stardew
seasoned
are
veteran to
less
bring up the
important than
rear.
getting a good DPS.
I'm talking about none other
Since I
than
already have
Hanya.
3 healers build up, but I don't know if I will. Now, let's see. Ooh, the music.
Hanya is a netherworld judge of the 10 Lords Commission. She's a physical type character, following the path of harmony.
Ah, I remember that face. I saw her on the Return to Darkness light cone.
Correctamundo. Rumor has it, she's one of 2 sisters dedicated to the work of the 10 Lords. She's responsible for predicting karmic offenses and recording corresponding
Harmony
judgments.
character has been
Or
always
to
so
be
good.
more precise, Hanya reads the
I'm
karmic
expecting-
sins of criminals
high
and uses her
expectation for-
oracle brush to record their punishments. She's good at her job and takes it super seriously. In the 10 Lords Commission, her reputation precedes her.
Sounds like a 10 Lord celebrity.
She's put in the hours, that's for sure. In order to determine their sins, Hanya reads the memories of the Mara struck in the form of dreams.
Cool. Sounds like our ghost hunting squad just found its guiding light. No offense, Huohua, but those sound like credentials.
Hey, enough with the Huohua bullying. But speaking of credentials, it's time
Might
to
just be
see
me, but
what
I
Hanya
feel
can
like
do on the
the design is
battlefield.
way too similar to
During her
Kiryu's.
basic attack,
don't
Hanya
know,
uses
maybe
her
it was me.
oracle brush to assault the enemy, dealing physical damage to a single target.
She really lives by the pen is mightier than the sword, huh?
Oh my god.
I'll get my coat.
In addition to dealing physical
Good
damage
one.
to a single target, Hanya's skill, Samsara Lot, can inflict them with a burdened state.
Ooh, is that Hanya's way of marking enemies prior to sentencing?
Pretty much. Allies inflict increased damage on enemies marked with burden. And if that wasn't enough, after an ally launches a set amount of attacks on an enemy marked with burden, they recover a skill point.
When the going gets tough,
harmony,
Hanya's
right?
got your buff.
Hanya's ultimate, 10
feel
Lords
like-
Decree,
I hear
all
it.
shall obey,
Buff, you know?
can increase speed and attack for a single ally.
Okay, there we
When
go.
Hanya uses her technique during exploration, she immediately launches an attack and inflicts burden on a random enemy.
When the enemy won't budge, call in the judge.
All that aside, in version 1.5,
okay.
the new stagnant
Oh, I
shadow,
guess she will
Shape of
excel
Perdition, will
in
appear
single
within the
target.
Fixtural Garden map on the Cienjo Lafu. Complete the challenge to obtain new physical ascension materials. Within the same map, we'll also be welcoming Cavern of Corrosion, Path of Darkness. Complete the challenge to obtain 2 brand new cavern relics. Prisoner in Deep Confinement, and Grand Duke Incinerated to Ashes. Woo! Well, that just about brings us to the final sections of our Haunted Cienjo special program.
Huh? Already?
What?
This program isn't nearly haunted enough for my liking. Where are all the ghost stories? You know, beautiful foxy and spirits knocking on your door at
They
midnight.
just say,
That kind of thing.
that's it?
I think you're thinking of a different program.
Moving swiftly on to some exciting updates. Thanks again for watching,
Okay,
y'all,
okay.
and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the following commercials. Hey, you there! Sick and tired of the daily grind? Had enough of running errands? Do you long for rapturous applause and cheering voices? How about increased self-confidence and a sense of pride? Then do we have an opportunity for you? The Boulder Town Martial Exhibition is now open for registration. Put yourself to the test by challenging the best. This event will once again be hosted by Scott Business Alliance. Scott Business Alliance, made for the champions. In order to bring our audience a brand new experience, this event will be adopting a simultaneous exhibition format. Use your fists to prove your worth. Enter I Am the Ultimate Fighter to register your name. Could you be Boulder Town's new fighting star? A stellar Shadow Seeker recruitment announcement. March 7th, member of the Nameless has put out a
Interesting.
cordial
Great
invitation for anyone
Not
able
for
to
the events,
restore her
okay.
photographs to the way she remembers them. The images in question were inexplicably damaged. I lost all kinds of cool pictures. Beautiful scenery, strange encounters, you name it. There's a big reward for anyone that can help me restore the images. Actions speak louder than words. Miss March's memories are in your hands. Madam Herda of the Genius Society is about to launch unlimited beta testing for the newly developed Simulated Universe World 8. Participants will have their costs covered and progress saved for future iterations. In order to participate in this offline confidential beta test, please head to the most mysterious place in the universe, Herda's office.
Yanshin's gonna
Test
be-
participants
oh, no,
will be
that
rewarded
means-
with a brand new Pentagoni Land of the
Yanshin, the final
Dreams
boss for,
and Firmament
War
Frontline Glamath
Oh, no.
Planar
I guess
Ornaments.
this is the means.
What are you waiting for? Get tested!
Everyone beating up the kid now.
Good news! The Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty events are about to begin. It's the version you know and love. Let the computer do the hard work for 3 minutes and get your hands on double rewards together with Argenti. One must explore the essence of beauty to appreciate the depth of chivalry. Yes, it is I, your beloved avian servant. Welcome to Interastral Peace Media's second special program, Legend of Cosmic Beauty. In today's program, we will be introducing a new friend of the universe.
Yo, how's my favorite audience doing? Great to see you. We've hardly been gone, and Albert here's already had another wardrobe change.
Perhaps you didn't get the memo, but we're about to be discussing a night of impeccable elegance. It's time to get fancy. So, without further ado, allow me to introduce a member of the Knights of Beauty, Argenti! Argenti is a physical type character following the path of erudition. As a devoted admirer of Adrilla the Beauty, Argenti spends his life roaming the universe and extolling their name.
Ah, so the simulated universe occurrences Curio, Robe of the Beauty, and Knights of Beauty to the rescue. They're obviously related to the Knights, right? Running into the Knights of Beauty while testing the simulated universe is always a blessing. Those guys are a lifeline in a tight spot, especially when I can't get enough path resonance.
Treating people with courtesy, helping others as a matter of principle, and offering sincere praise to all things in the universe. Such is the code of conduct that Argenti lives by. In the simulated universe, not every helping hand is benevolent, but those provided by the Knights are beyond question. May the names of Argenti and the Beauty be blessed for all eternity.
Speaking of which, Albert, what was that Planar Fissure and Garden of Plenty commercial all about?
Well, Argenti magnanimously answered our call and agreed to appear in our commercial as a corporate ambassador. Oh, and I nearly forgot our end of the bargain. The IPM acknowledges that Idrilla the Beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Albert, what did you get yourself into now?
No need to worry. Just a little two-way back scratching.
Okay. Kinda TMI. But I still don't really understand the concept of the beauty.
Allow me to explain. Idrilla's beauty permeates everything. Take Argenti, for example. From his daily armor cleaning routine to his constant grace, all of it stems from his pursuit of the beauty. Elegance is Argenti's middle name and even manifests itself in his combat. Argenti's basic attack, Fleeting Fragrance, can deal physical damage to a single target. His skill, Justice Hereby Blooms, can deal physical damage to all enemies.
Nice! Man, I wish I looked that elegant in combat.
Is Argenti our
Argenti's
first,
ultimate is pretty
audition
unique,
limited
triggering
character?
different effects depending on the
think
amount
so.
of energy consumed. Such is the manifold beauty of Idrilla. When consuming a small amount of energy, Argenti's ultimate, for in this garden supreme beauty bestows, can deal damage to all enemies. When consuming all energy, Argenti's ultimate becomes Merit Bestowed in My Garden, which deals greater damage.
Interesting.
It also inflicts additional damage on a random target.
Huh? Wait, so you can choose how much energy to release?
That's not all. Argenti's talent, Sublime Object, can allow Argenti to regenerate additional energy and obtain a stack of self-cultivation. Self-cultivation can increase Argenti's crit rate.
Oh, so the more self-cultivation, the fiercer his attacks. Or, to put it another way, Argenti needs to attack as many enemies as possible. The greater the number of enemies, the faster his energy regeneration, and the stronger his combat.
Exactly. Stronger combat, faster energy regeneration, more enemies to attack.
Argenti giving erudition vibes. I'm here for it.
Argenti's technique, Manifesto of Purest Virtue, can daze enemies within a set range. Dazed enemies aren't
Because in
able
the
to launch
current,
attacks.
MOC,
Attacking a
I
dazed
think
enemy
it
to
will
enter
suck.
combat not only deals damage to all enemies, but
And of
also
course, his
regenerates
numbers are
Argenti's
crazy.
energy.
Woo! Argenti is kinda handsome. I'm feeling a little dazed myself.
Oh, oh.
They say looks can
Alice?
kill.
Did he awaken something?
That's true. That Argenti fans are in for a fatal surprise in version 1.5. In Night of Universal Hallucinations, Trailblazers will encounter Argenti en route to a Washtopia.
Wait a second. A wash a what now? I shower every day.
Slow down there, Trailblazer. Have you never asked yourself how the Astral Express stays so clean and shiny?
Because Pom Pom's always cleaning up after us?
It's because the train stops at Washtopias along its journey. Washtopias specialize in cleaning interstellar craft. You know, there are all kinds of fast-acting, lemon-scented, antibacterial... We're getting off topic! All you need to know is that the
antibacteria
encounter with
in outer
Argenti
space?
is one of excitement
Outer space
and
bacteria?
wonder. And a little bird tells me he's set for a showdown with the entire crew.
I don't get it. Why are we always either in a fight or on the way to one?
A fight, you say? Far too bourge a term. What you meant to say was a chivalrous display of gentlemanly fortitude. Anyway, Argenti only challenges those who he deeply respects.
Ah, you mean that the illustrious galactic baseballer's reputation doth precede one?
Sure. Anyway, with the Drilla's blessing, let's move straight on to the version 1.5 warp events.
Finally!
First off, during the first phase of version 1.5 in the character event warp, Bloom and Gloom, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Wah-Wah.
Yours, my favorite
Hanya is
scaredy
with
cat
Argenti.
trainee judge!
During the second phase of version 1.5, we'll be welcoming 2 character event
That's good,
warps.
because I didn't
in
want to pull
Thorns
for
of Scented
Wah-Wah.
Crown. Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Argenti.
Ah, our knight in shining armor!
Meanwhile,
Personally, I
in
think
Contract Zero,
Anya is
the
the
familiar face of Silver
most
Wolf
interesting
will be
character that
joining
we
the
got
war.
in this patch.
Not to mention the 4-star character Hanya, who will be appearing in both the aforementioned second phase character event warps.
Ah, long time no see, Silverwolf. I wonder if her game accounts are doing any better.
You want to ask her the next time you see her?
You first.
Now, it's time to take a look at version 1.5's light cones. In the
I'm
first phase of version
interested. I never grown
1.5,
light
the
cones.
drop rate for the
Anyway,
5-star
finish
light
the
cone,
eating, let me
Night
put
of
away
Fright,
the
will be
dishes.
boosted. While in the second phase of version 1.5, the 5-star light cone, an instance before gaze, will enter the light cone event warp. At the same time, the drop rate for the 5-star light cone, Incessant Rain, will be boosted.
All aboard!
The train is about to make the jump. And here's some other cool stuff. Starting from 1.5 within the team selection and character ascension screens, every character will have brand new voice
This
lines.
is a different kind of arena.
Promoted again? Is that good or bad?
Ah, is that Huohuo's ascension line? Ah, so cute! Wait, if a character's already fully ascended, can we still hear their line?
We got you covered. All audio lines get saved in the index. You can listen back at any time. Here's something else. In version 1.5, we'll also be seeing a guest book feature update. If Trailblazers are ever curious to check which friends have visited the Express, the guest book has a record and message from each visit.
Such a neat idea!
Additionally, the Forgotten Hall will also be receiving updates in 1.5. First up, in Forgotten Hall Combat, Trailblazers can now choose to re-challenge.
Re-challenge?
It's like this. If things aren't going too smooth when challenging a certain stage,
Whoa.
Trailblazers can
Are we
choose
already
to
on the
return to the
events?
Forgotten Hall map and restart the challenge.
quality
When
of life?
re-challenging, previously used technique
Oh,
points
let's go,
are
that's
replenished.
huge.
A chance to replan your main
Love it.
technique strategy, perhaps. Oh, and I almost forgot to
Finally.
mention, stopping
I
and
was surprised
restarting
that
a
was in the
challenge
game
in the
from
second
day
half
one.
of a stage doesn't mean you have to redo the first half.
Whew, that is a relief.
Thank you.
And when entering the Forgotten Hall, your combat lineup for each stage is now
thank you,
remembered,
man.
regardless of whether you met with victory or defeat. Your previous lineup will be waiting for you on the preparation
Let's
screen.
patch just for this.
No need for manual
I don't care
selection.
about the
Now
rest.
that's my kind of update!
Let's go.
Can't wait for Trailblazers to give it all a spin. The Forgotten Hall is an important system within the game. Updates will continue to be rolled out, so stay tuned for future versions. Well, looks like it's time for our final redemption code. See
okay.
you
Did I miss
on the other
anything else?
side, Trailblazers.
Oh, I guess I missed other quality of life features. I guess the last part is gonna be about the events. Or maybe, no, maybe not. Actually, yeah. Events time, I guess. So far, good patch, just because of the quality of life changes. And excited for the Blueberries Continuance quest. The previous one has been really good.
Hey folks, I'm back!
Me too.
Me three! Good to see you again, Trailblazers. You're just in time to help us wrap up version 1.5 special program.
Aw, is it that time already? I was just getting started.
Be my guest, Trailblazer. This owl is ready to flap.
Aren't you forgetting something, Albert? I'm pretty sure you didn't mention the thing.
Thing?
Oh,
What thing?
Live stream?
That thing?
No more.
Winky, winky.
Gift of Odyssey! How could I forget? In version 1.5, Trailblazers can get their hands on 10 warps through the check-in event.
There it is.
Heck yeah!
Gotta love a check-in event. And that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
the only thing to
It
love in
was
version
To fuel
1.5.
my gacha addiction.
Anything in today's IPM programs tickle your fancy, guys?
You had me at Ghost Hunting Squad. I am so ready for a spooky stream.
Sign me up! As for me, it was all about those unique characters. Huohuo's tale backstory, Hanya's 10 Lords' expertise, and Argenti's mysterious search for the beauty. Can't wait to see them in person.
Couldn't have put it better myself. And with that, Trailblazers, I bid you a peaceful onward journey. Thank you for supporting the IBM.
it. No.
See you in the next one.
See ya.
Bye.
Trailblaze you later.
No. What about the price? Is there for something? Doesn't look like it. That's it? Okay. What about the Genshin stream? Come on, Twitch. Alright. I guess I just looked. I missed some of the stuff when I went to get food. Oh, YouTube is so much better because of this. You can just, go back in the live stream I watch. Why doesn't Twitch have it? Okay, the trailer.
Hello. My name is Hua.
Recent days, the Xianzhou Luofu has reported an uptick in supernatural activity, with evil spirits.
Okay, the events.
Huh? We'll be
I missed
topping
these, I think.
Xianzhou internet searches in no time.
See? I knew we were on the same
In 1
wavelength.
minute.
In addition to Trailblaze Continuance, and together with Miss Gwen Knifin, Trailblazers will also be facing Fixtural Garden Danger Squad. But to create discussion, jointly manage Gwen Knifin the Ghost Hunting Squad's Fixtural Exploration. Trailblazers can jointly manage Gwen Knifin's socials. Posting threads is a great way to create discussion among Xianzhou netizens and fans of the supernatural.
YouTuber Simulator, that's the event.
We're gonna get the whole
Okay.
Xianzhou talking. Seriously, this is
Interesting.
once-in-a-lifetime material. We gotta plug it for everything it's got. I'm talking daily updates, community engagement, all that good stuff. Once you get enough momentum, the fan base grows itself.
That's
Social
interesting
media
for me
stardom is
because
finally on the horizon.
I think I'm gonna
Miss Gwen
try out
Knifin.
YouTube a little bit
There's
more.
always room for creative
content
talents
and
at the
stuff.
IPM, and I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but I've introduced a lot of big names in
Interesting.
the company.
It's gonna be an interesting
The Albert
simulation
stamp
for
of
me.
approval
I
goes
guess.
a long way.
Aw, thanks, Albert.
Okay, so that's one
I'm
of the
afraid I'm
events.
too invested in
City, woo!
The free icon,
Still.
I'm guessing.
I hope the ghost hunting squad is up.
What else did I miss? Ah, shit, no time.
To win over part of the crowd. Some of your testimony doesn't add up. You can be rest assured that I, Farina, the god of justice, will get to the
Now,
bottom of this matter.
Time for the game.
No detail shall escape me. Yes, that sounds perfect. A god must be firm. A god must not allow any detail to slip through the cracks. My dear citizens, just as the will of a god remains opaque to the understanding of mere mortals, so too is truth unmoved by even the strongest of wills. I will now speak to the defendant. If you honor the values of truth, justice, and divinity, then you are compelled to provide an accurate account of your actions. Hey, that's not bad. Now what's
Close.
next?
10 out of 10
It's so
acting.
hard to predict how people are going to react. What should I say during the trial tomorrow?
Lady Farina, what are you doing?
Oh, Nervillette! As the god of justice, it is only expected that I should remain informed of every trial and make the necessary preparations. Is there something that you needed? If you wish to seek an audience with me, then please make an appointment with Sir Intendant Chevalmeron in advance.
According to the judgment of the
Very
Oratrice
thanks. Here we go.
Mécanique de l'Alice Cardinal, the Hydro Archon to be punished via the death sentence.
What? Oh, getting too real. Guillotine too? What?
You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
What's done is done. Just
here
trust
she
me,
is.
your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not.
Cute. I like it.
The show begins. Shower me with praise. Let my name echo in song. What's the news? Say cheese. Breaking news.
The music is nice.
I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
Navia's dead.
The prophecy.
Turned into water.
Yes. What has been prophesied will be fulfilled. I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning
Do
of
not resist.
justice.
This judgment is fair and just. What is the meaning? You would call
You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Then why should we acknowledge it?
Fusalo, why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
We're just a moment.
I don't like that.
This isn't right.
The ghosting
The
impression.
trial of the Hydro Archon.
Seem to remember
the floor will now
This
begin.
trial is-
I now understand the true purpose behind this position. You are a devious one, Fusalo.
Everyone's Papa, what should I do?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
Who?
I
That doesn't even look
suppose
like
this would
a
also
Genshin
be
character.
the justice that belongs to you. All will
That look like a
eventually
Honkai Impact
end
Dirt
in a
character.
magnificent and dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed
that was
the
the
part
city
you played
submerged.
these 500 years.
Hype. Ooh, hype, hype, hype. Is it the final act of the Fontaine arc? Maybe, maybe. Is it chat enabled? Hope emoji only. Vote only. Oh, what the? Is League having some tournament? Oh yeah, whoa.
Hey, travelers! Welcome to the Genshin Impact
Hey,
version
Lumine.
4.2 special program. Woo!
That's
Yay!
right. It's always easy.
I'm Sarah Miller-Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine, and I'm joined today by two guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version. Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already met the Hydro Archon at the start of their journey in Fontaine, And as the story continues, how will this special god avert the crisis foretold in the prophecy? I hope everyone's excited to see what happens next.
I mean, I sure am.
hyped.
I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Neuvillette, the dragon sovereign of water and Eudex of Fontaine. I'm sure many of you already consider Neuvillette a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more of him in version 4.2.
Yes, for sure. Totally.
Yep.
Okay, so next, let's dive into the major content that we have coming in version 4.2. In the intro, Farina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon, and she's a pretty big celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Farina's recent plans.
Farina's recent plans, let me guess.
I'm
She's
really
going to be
looking
going to a
forward to
trial,
what
and then
do you
another
think
trial, and then another.
Farina's gonna do.
Actually,
She
that
looks
sounds
like
about right.
she's gonna be
Okay,
the main
the
character of
itinerary
that
seems
for
pretty
this arc.
packed, so let's take a look at the first item. Oh, looks like Ray called
Ooh,
it.
what's this?
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah.
There is nothing more important to Farina than attending trials at the Opera House.
But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Okay, so only one act.
Ooh, Interesting.
I know. I keep looking at the water rushing in. I'm like,
know.
what's happening?
Yes, and it looks like there's some
Mhm.
spotlights and it's like a curtain.
Seems like
Looks like a fraud to
maybe
me.
also Neuvillette is keeping an eye
Not
on
good.
things from
Yeah.
behind the scenes, maybe?
Very serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff and always just a little bit disappointed.
Did they say if this is gonna be the final act?
Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest,
Okay, here we go.
Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll team up with Fontainian friends to delve deeper into the hurricane of events and face the impending destruction foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will gradually unveil new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh, swirling depths. Very spoopy. Right. So, the prophecy in Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And this is possibly the greatest crisis we've faced in our journey through Teyvat.
Definitely. In version 4.1, we learned about this precarious situation involving the rising primordial seawater. Neuvillette barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the fortress of Meripede, but still, the water has reached Poisson.
Luckily, the crisis was averted by
Navia.
Navia's leadership of
Looks
the
like
Spina de
she's gonna fall
Rosula.
into a pool of
Though,
primordial
we
water.
probably
That's
can't
not
dismiss
good.
the assistance provided by the Knave either. Whatever her end goal may be, it seems like she sincerely wants to save Fontaine from the prophecy. But there's only so much that we can say. Travelers will have to go and play through the version themselves to discover the clues, adventures, and stories to come.
Yes, exactly. So be sure to play through, uncover hidden truths, and witness this epic chapter of Fontaine's
Hype.
history for yourself.
I
when
can't
Act
wait.
5
Just
of the
5
Archon
days.
quest becomes available.
Just 5 days.
Sounds good.
So
Yep.
Right?
Hey, question. Have we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the Fortress of Meripede?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean Child?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Child?
We searched all over the fortress for him.
My screen was freaking
Yep.
out.
I guess we'll just have to live with the suspense for a little longer. Not ideal, but it's fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we saw Child appear at the end of the last version's Archon quest, so it probably won't be long until we see him again.
Okay, good.
Okay.
But we really need to talk about Farina.
What?
She's confronted
Why?
with a because she's confronted with a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons. Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers' help, but what choices will our Hydro Archon make in the face of the crisis? Well,
She was crying,
Just
so I'm
like the
guessing
prophecy itself,
went,
all will be
south.
revealed at the fated time. But knowing Farina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed.
Oh,
yeah.
No way.
Come on, guys, have some faith.
Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Farina, let's learn a little more about this one-of-a-kind Archon.
Oh, story quest?
Why are you just standing there with
Yes.
your mouth gaping?
Or maybe not.
You
Oh,
must
no,
be
just
stunned
character
and at a loss
introduction.
for words. Understandable. It is I, after all, Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Oh my gosh, I love her outfit.
Yes. Oh, and her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little eyelashes and her hat.
Oh,
you know,
it's amazing.
you'd expect for a Hydro Archon that she'd have the best drip.
Oh?
Oh.
Yes. Ooh.
I'm gonna guess she's
Okay,
gonna be a
you know
support.
what? It seems as if
I
she's
don't know.
always
I don't
dressed
see
like
her
she's
as
about
a
to attend a
DPS.
performance. You know what I
Or
mean?
floor-wise, and
That's Fontaine's biggest celebrity
I don't
for
know.
you. And
don't see her as a
speaking of
DPS.
drip, let's take a look at her combat abilities.
Yay!
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much? Strike a pose!
My screen is
world
flickering. I don't know why.
Whoa, that is
Wow.
so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I like the way she kind of like bows.
Very dramatic.
Yes!
Very much. It's like all of her moves are part of a performance.
Yes.
Totally. Also, look at her elemental burst. Her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else is just an extra.
Mhm.
Wait, so the creatures that Farina summons, they look a lot like the Fontimer aberrants that we've encountered before. There's a seahorse, a crab, an octopus, and they are all so cute.
Yep.
Oh, I love them.
Me too.
Oh my gosh, no, the octopus is even wearing a hat. What a distinguished little gentleman.
Correction here, Sarah. They're a bit different from Fontimer aberrants.
Okay.
I would know. To my
These
knowledge,
things
these creatures
sentient?
are Farina's,
Are these
quote,
bats
honored
sentient?
guests. They even help manage her daily affairs.
Oh, they are.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. So, Farina often invites guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire. And those creatures are actually special guests of the Salon Solitaire.
Aww.
And she even gave each member a name.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Craboletta.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna
They're the
call it.
best.
The crab,
Maid,
the one that's
okay.
a crab, I assume.
Absolutely.
The crab,
And-
yeah.
Yes. And then you've got the housekeeper, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran.
Ah, there he
Mhm.
is.
And
Mhm.
the
I'm gonna
conferencier,
definitely remember that.
Gentilhomme Usher.
Oh.
And that last one is a stickler for propriety.
Oh, okay. So when Farina said
Easy
to
names,
make
easy,
an
easy.
appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran, this is who she was referring to?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so cute.
Exactly. Farina even makes him spew bubbles in her idol animation.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm sure everyone is just itching to know more about the skills shown in that clip. So, Amber, why don't you take it away? Tell us everything.
Yes, you got it.
Yay!
So, Farina is a Hydro Sword user.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in combat. When in this state, her elemental skill invites the three members of the Salon Solitaire,
summons attacks
Mademoiselle
a little
Craboletta,
slowly.
Surintendant Cheval Moran, and Gentilhomme Usher to the stage.
I love it.
It's so cute. And, you know, these salon members will attack nearby opponents, prioritizing the target of the active character.
Okay.
Ooh.
Their damage increases the more characters there are in the party over a certain HP amount.
Okay, I was listening to all that, but at the very top, you said that she usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment. So she has more than one alignment?
Yes, exactly.
Ooh.
Farina's charged attack not only deals physical damage, but also allows her to switch between Usia and Numa Arca alignments.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay,
Based
that's
on what we
cool.
just saw, it seems like
Cool.
her Arca alignment has an effect on her other skills as well.
Yes, sure does. Farina's
Ooh, she's gonna
elemental
be so
skill
nice for
changes
exploration.
depending on whether she is aligned with Usia or Numa.
That's cool.
It's super cool. After Farina uses her charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment, her elemental skill summons the Singer of Many Waters to provide healing to nearby party members.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
The
shows
summons
a healer.
created by Farina's elemental skill will remain on the field for a period of time even after Farina is switched out. Farina's elemental burst deals damage to surrounding opponents. And when the party member's HP increases or decreases, Farina will accumulate fanfare points. That's my trumpet.
What was that?
Amazing.
So Farina increases the damage and the incoming healing bonus of nearby party members based on the
Okay,
amount
yeah.
of
She's a
fanfare she
support.
has.
Wow, it seems like this fighting style really suits Farina's character. It's very showy and unpredictable.
Totally. I can already see the fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That healing skill might come in handy.
Yeah, for real. And due to her knowledge of deep water aberrants, Farina's passive talent can decrease the
gonna
cooldown
lie.
on abilities gained from the xenochromatic
far-
Fontamer aberrants.
Wow, you can say that
Kit-wise,
again.
design of the kit-wise seemed a little bit
That'll make it even
underwhelming.
easier to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths.
Always the secrets lurking.
Not saying about power level, just saying about design.
Oh, and I almost forgot. Whenever one of Farina's summons is on the field, Farina gains the ability to walk on water.
Okay, that's
Oh my gosh,
random.
that is so
Oh no, Kokomi.
Yes.
Hey, I actually saw that Farina's
One of the
outfit
things that
changes
made
whenever she
her
switches
unique.
between Arca lines.
Also, did they say elemental skill?
Good eye.
To
You're
walk on
correct.
water?
It does change.
Oh my god, the
But,
power
you know,
creep
such
is
is the
real.
charm of a celebrity, I suppose. Yes. So if you want to learn more about Farina, then be sure to
Hey,
accompany
nice.
her on her story quest, the Animula Kuraji chapter.
Amazing. Okay, so next up we have another old friend to introduce. She's now able to join the traveler's party with her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite. That's right. It's Charlotte. Yay!
Oh, adorable.
So cute.
We've known Charlotte for a while now. The traveler met her during the Summoner Summit event, which took them on an adventure all over Teyvat.
Yes, that's right. Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to uncover the truth really leave an impression, don't they?
Yeah.
That's right. During our journey in Fontaine, didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent meal in order to get a scoop about Wriothesley? Though she didn't end up getting the interview that she wanted in the end, huh? But I don't think that will deter her. She'll always be in search of the truth. The world is her treasure chest, and only her camera can determine its contents and the truths they contain. Speaking of her camera, Monsieur Verite just so happens to be her greatest assistant and companion. They're friends. Charlotte's
Oh,
talent
what?
for photography is
The
truly
camera has
a
a name?
marvel. No matter the subject or setting, her photos somehow always capture an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos.
Is the
In
camera
fact,
like
many
Cafe's
Fontanians even
suitcase?
cut the prints out of the newspaper
I don't
and
remember
keep
his
them
name.
as clippings.
Oh, that's so cool. And Monsieur
Okay,
Verite
I like
is
it.
so cute, even has his own little hat and tie.
I know! Charlotte actually commissioned both of those items from Chiori. She even commissioned Monsieur Verite's accessories in several different styles to match different interview settings. Isn't that cute?
Wow, that is
Aw.
pretty thoughtful. I suppose that just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verite.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase, shall we?
Ooh, let's do it.
yes.
If you keep your eyes peeled and your mind engaged, you'll find there's always a new story nearby just waiting to be discovered.
Oh, that's cute. Using the camera.
Say cheese! Breaking news!
Nahida at home.
Whoa.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
really like moving around.
Yes! Honestly, it's just what you'd expect of a reporter for the Steambird. Even her combat skills involve taking photos. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, and
makes
then like
sense.
what a lively character. Her combat moves, like I was saying, she's moving around. They're super
Yeah.
dynamic. It seems like
Yes.
she's always on the move.
News on the march. Exactly. Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed as a reporter to other areas of her life, and that includes combat. With her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite, she captures enemies from all angles, unleashing
Wheelbase has
attacks
gotten
while
so good
discovering
at
and exposing
making
their
attack
weaknesses.
animations.
Yeah. Honestly, I would expect nothing less from one of Fontaine's most famous
I don't even
reporters.
remember the last time I
knew
was
cameras could do
disappointed
that,
by
though?
the animations.
I didn't know you could
attack
use them as a
animations,
weapon.
normal attack,
The more you know, I guess.
charge attack, elemental skill,
Okay,
elemental
here's some
burst.
cool stuff. Charlotte's
Oh,
elemental
so
skill
good.
applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught within the viewfinder of
Yep.
a camera.
Yep,
During this
that's an
effect's
Aida.
duration, marked opponents will intermittently take damage.
Wow.
Holding Charlotte's elemental skill
Okay.
strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead. Now her elemental burst creates a news flash field that continuously restores HP to party members within its range. Monsieur
With duration
Verite,
short.
he's also going to join in and intermittently attack opponents during the duration
6
of the
seconds,
ability.
5 seconds.
As an experienced reporter, Charlotte is an expert at adapting her methods to match the needs of her target. When paired with Fontaine characters, Charlotte receives a healing bonus. When paired with non-Fontaine characters, she receives a cryo damage bonus. Now, that is not all. There is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget called the Zoom Lens. When Charlotte activates the Zoom Lens, it will trigger her passive talent called First Person Shutter.
Oh my gosh, that's
When you
amazing.
hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
That is so cool.
Yep.
That is super
Okay.
rad. And, you know, I have a feeling some super cool pictures are going to come out of that.
Oh,
yeah.
We're going to provide more
okay, so
information
she
about the
can
Zoom
take
Lens and how to
picture
use
in
it
combat.
during the event overview portion.
So,
Oh, that's a cool
Farina
detail.
and Charlotte will both be featured in version 4.2
Yes, phase 1.
Event
There we go.
Wishes.
Ooh.
In the first half of version 4.2, we'll have event
Nice.
wishes showcasing Farina and Baiju. During this time, Charlotte will also receive a huge drop rate boost.
Huge boost.
Huge boost. A new 5-star sword, Splendor of Tranquil Waters, will be featured in the weapon event banner.
Scam, weapon banner. Scam,
Sword.
don't pull, weapon banner.
And in the second half of version 4.2, we'll have reruns for Sino and Ayato.
Okay, let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Farina's itinerary. It looks like she's investigating something. Oh, there's even a report attached.
Tell us what it says.
Okay, I will. It says, strange rumblings have been heard in the depths of Fontaine's
It's the weekly
waters.
boss, isn't it?
Dun, dun, dun.
It looks sick.
Oh, it's here already?
I don't know if I want to
Look
watch.
at that.
I'm watching.
Well,
Oh my
it looks
God.
like it's in a
It's
sea
majestic.
of pink and blue stars. That's so pretty.
Oh, I remember this well. I recognize this well.
Wait, yeah. Isn't this the whale that the traveler saw in Child's vision at the end of the version
Holy
4.1
shit.
Archon
Ah,
quest?
looks sick.
Yep, it's the same one. After ravaging its way through the primordial sea, this otherworldly creature has at long last broken the seal and descended upon Fontaine.
Ooh,
dear.
it's real big. It feels like it might even burst right
I like
through
how
the
slow it
screen.
is.
Oh, I hope not. I get this feeling that this isn't the type of
Give,
opponent that we can just brute
the impression
force
how
our way through, you know?
Massive.
Exactly. In the first phase, it will use its gigantic size to target the traveler with massive AoE attacks from all directions.
They're gonna spoil
Dodging
the whole
is
fight.
definitely your friend with this one.
Oh
Probably
boy. Okay. So there also seems to be sort of a progress bar next to the boss's HP bar.
yeah.
What's that for?
Okay, since we can't outfight it, we'll have to outsmart it instead. The creature just freed itself from captivity and is brimming with anger. So if you can find a way to capitalize on that anger, perhaps you'll also find its weaknesses.
Oh, okay. Wait, is somebody being
Phew.
Is it even possible
Sick.
to survive something like that?
What the hell is this?
I guess here it is.
Ooh.
This is an entirely
this?
different space, it looks like. And there's a new enemy here with a massive sword. Oh, these summoned creatures also look vaguely familiar to me.
I wonder what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to defeating
They
the
don't
whale.
really take damage.
Travelers will need to experiment for themselves.
So I'm
Ooh,
guessing
yeah.
someone similar to the
All
Scaramouche
truths
fight.
will be revealed in version 4.2.
Well said. Oh man, this boss looks really, really tough.
Probably
what
you will
happens
have
if we, for some reason,
damage
can't defeat
window
it?
later.
Okay,
Maybe.
this update actually helps with that problem. Starting from 4.2, an option will appear on the challenge failed screen to lower the difficulty of the boss if travelers are struggling to defeat them during a main quest. Hopefully, this provides a smoother gaming experience for travelers to enjoy.
Oh, I love that. Now we don't need to worry about getting stuck while trying to advance the main story.
I always forgot
Totally.
Genshin. The general public
Hey,
for Genshin
that was
is
a lot
well.
of information, wasn't it?
They're
Can we
just as
take
bad
a
at the
short
game.
little break while we have a look at the second redemption code, maybe?
Yeah!
Ooh, yeah.
Let's do it!
Ah, sick fight. Can't wait to fight it. I'm guessing the events maybe kind of whatever this batch. The highlight of the batch is just probably gonna be Furina Banner and our conquest. Did they say if Act 5 right is gonna be the
Hello,
final
travelers!
act?
Welcome back to the version 4.2 special program.
Hello!
Hello, hello! Yay! So, we've introduced new characters, new plot lines, and a new boss. But I hope you're still eager for new content, travelers, because there's
I'm
still
not
more to come.
expecting much
Let's
from the
take a look
events.
at what other information we can learn from Furina's itinerary.
Let's see.
Okay, aside from investigating crises, it seems like our Hydro Archon also goes on occasional excursions throughout Fontaine. Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
I certainly didn't.
Well, you know, maybe she's just using it as an excuse to scout out a place for one of her tea parties.
Oh.
Furina and excuses. Typical. Hey, it seems like the places Furina has chosen to visit this time
Perfect
feature
timing
some
for new area.
peculiar
I just
landscapes.
100%ed the
Oh, yeah.
Old Fontaine
It looks like
yesterday.
Furina is in Areneas Forest on the east side of Fontaine.
Mm.
And that's right behind the Opera House.
What a cool place! Although, it does kind of look like it could be
Scenery in
hiding
Genshin has
some
gotten
secrets.
better and better over the time.
Definitely
And
wouldn't
it's
be a
crazy
video game
because
if there weren't secrets.
already
Oh,
at
yeah.
I don't know, 2.0,
Definitely not
there were
what they
some
seem here.
really
For
sick
example,
sceneries.
strange things have been happening with the water veins around Loch Urania. As you can see, a strong windstorm has gathered around the vortex rising from the middle of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing certain things from getting
I'm guessing
closer
it's
and
probably gonna
forcibly
be our
pushing
world
other
quest.
things away.
One of
And
the
take
big
a look
ones.
at this, the foggy forest path.
That fog is really thick.
Yeah.
That's why they call it the foggy forest path. And what about this area? The weeping willow of the lake.
Ooh, it looks all withered.
Is it just floating?
And the water doesn't
Seems
look
so.
quite right. Like it's cloudy or something. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Exactly. It seems like Verena also realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate, and what did she find? A number of contaminated bacterial mats.
Uh-oh.
Okay, new underwater mechanics.
There are always new things to discover beneath Fontaine's waters. In this update, we'll encounter a new type of Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic ball octopus.
Ooh.
Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away
Laser?
the contamination
Underwater
clots
laser?
and contamination cores from the bacterial
Okay.
mats. Pretty cool. In addition, with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well. They may be the key to
what?
solving certain puzzles or perhaps even powering certain objects.
Okay.
We'll leave that for you to discover.
Ooh.
To learn more about the story behind the new Areneas Forest region, be sure to check out the version 4.2 world quest called The Wild Fairy of Areneas. I'll give you a hint. Melazines are involved.
What? Melazines? Really?
Melazines.
Oh, then it would certainly be a world quest that you won't want to skip.
To the south of Areneas Forest, you'll find the Mort region. There,
Oh my
a
God, these
singular
ads.
tower stands tall above an island in the middle of the sea.
Whenever they appear
Perhaps
on my
it's
screen,
also
at
guarding
least
some
there's a
unspeakable
screen
secrets.
tearing. I don't know why.
Ooh.
I stay on the
Actually,
screen.
it looks like that's the very next stop
Doesn't
on
seem
Farina's
like the
itinerary.
stream,
So let's go check it out.
My
Okay, I
screen.
bet a bunch
you
of
guys
travelers
can see it.
noticed this tower since
Oh,
they've
well.
arrived in Fontaine. I'm so excited that we finally get to check it out.
Yes, same. Yeah, in version 4.2, the sealed ruin tower is the focus of a quest series called Search in the Algae Sea. I know. And after unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower and its long buried secrets will be unveiled to us.
Oh, amazing! Okay, it would feel great to finally demystify all the secrets churning under the seemingly calm waters.
Yes, I want answers. I also
Same.
we all want answers. I also heard this quest has something to do with the primordial sea. It seems like there's a very important and very ancient story behind it all.
That is
Okay.
very right. New stories are always unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied earthquake woke up new life forms in other places where destinies intersect.
Whoa, destinies!
Destinies! In certain underwater cave, a new life form is waking up. It has greater and more diverse powers of transformation while in combat. So don't let your guard down, travelers.
Yes. And some places still seem to tell the stories of events long past, no matter how long they've been abandoned. So, in this update, travelers can also look forward to the climax of the Narcissan Croix's adventure questline that was introduced over the last 2 versions. And there might even be an unexpected surprise waiting at the end.
I'm a world quest
A
skipper.
surprise!
So,
I can't
okay.
wait to see what it is.
Same.
All right, there's a lot to discover in the new areas of the map, but Farina's itinerary doesn't stop
Holy.
there. Oh, wait.
Looks
It
so
looks like
good.
she's arranged to spend some time with her subjects.
Aw.
Farina is
Wow.
pretty personable. Who's to say? She might even make an appearance at the events taking place in Fontaine.
Speaking of, let's move on to the event portion.
All right, the Fontaine Fishing Association has recently posted a commission to investigate the rumors of water imps near Aranius Island.
Nice.
Ooh,
Free
another
Freminet.
investigation.
It's my
Ah.
C2?
Oh,
C1?
and
I don't
Fremine
remember.
seems to be involved. That little clockwork penguin next to him must be one of his other companions.
Man,
but
I wish
it doesn't look like
his
Pear.
number were higher.
Actually, its name
His
is
gameplay is
Thelxie. The
pretty
name
unique.
comes from a Fontanian
especially
fairy
for
tale
a
that
4-star.
describes a terrifying creature that lives underwater. Adults would use the story to keep children away from the shore. As the story goes, children who play by the water are food for Thelxie to devour.
Ooh,
Jeepers.
yeah, for real. Ugh, well, children must be pretty afraid of that creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremine to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait, hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There
Okay.
will be a total of 3 main stages to the event. As for the first stage, we'll repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help us out on our journey.
Oh, I
Pretty
love
cool.
that.
As our journey progresses, we'll collect colorful shells, corals, and other items which can be used to outfit our little friend with weapons and equipment. Which brings us to the second stage of the event, using an echoing conch to search underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
And, what happens if
It's
we run into
classic,
certain
Genshin
speed bumps
minigames.
on our adventure?
They're cool.
You know, like monsters, puzzles, and all that
Yes.
jazz.
Well, it seems like the perfect opportunity for our little penguin buddy to shine.
Aw.
Exactly. In the third stage of the event, the clockwork penguin will help us defeat monsters lurking
penguin
around a
is
specific domain
angry.
and obtain any treasures
It's
that they
coming,
may be
Arya.
guarding. Of course,
On
the
by
clockwork
event.
penguin will
Okay, let's see.
provide different buffs in each battle to help travelers emerge victorious.
Whoa.
Now, as for the story behind these battles, travelers will just have to find out for themselves.
Let's see. After helping the penguin, the next item on the itinerary is... Oh, the cute little fungi are back!
Cool.
Oh,
Hania, a friend we met
Bongo
in
Head is
Sumeru,
back?
has arrived in Fontaine to promote Lil Fungi's Fantastic Fiesta.
Oh, and speaking of fun,
which of the minigame is
guys,
it?
I think I recognize some familiar faces. Bongo Head, it's time to shine!
Yay! Travelers may notice some differences in this update's fungi event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine, the gameplay has also been optimized. Previously, we led the little fungi in battle against Mechanici.
Okay,
this
guys, so
time,
it's the first
we'll have
version
the opportunity to
of the,
challenge a whole
Reverse Tower
host of
Defense.
powerful monsters.
Awesome. Travelers will be able to
Oh, I
command
like
a
this
variety of
interface.
fungi, adjusting their movement to target different enemies. And don't forget to use marvelous gels to instruct the little
Wait,
fungi to
so we
unleash
don't have
powerful
to go around to
skills.
gather the skill points?
Travelers
skill
will
thingy?
hopefully enjoy playing with the fungi more than ever.
Just regenerate?
Here's hoping. We actually, I have a little note here to pass along from our developer friends. It's the note, some unfolding. While they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers
What?
can play at any time, the team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay. So they're going to continue iterating, optimizing, and improving this event while also working hard to develop interesting content that is relevant to the overall game.
Are they
Thanks,
finally
devs.
gonna do the stereo thing?
Thanks!
All right. Okay, let's take a look at what
Are
else
they
Farina's
finally gonna make
itinerary
all the
has
mini
in
events
store?
thingy permanent?
Oh,
because
it's the Graph Adversarial Technology
Oh my God.
Experiment Log. I'm more than ready to fight some
What about the old
adversaries.
events?
Let me at 'em!
Let's go back. Let's talk about that.
I wish I could,
please.
but it doesn't actually involve
please.
fighting. A researcher obsessed with graph adversarial technology
Okay.
has made great contributions to the study of counter-criminal image recognition. She believes that her research can help her achieve great success. But her scholarly responsibilities make it difficult for her to collect the field samples that she needs.
I'm guessing this is where the Traveler comes in.
I'm so happy for Bongo
Okay,
Head.
you're not
The first
wrong.
time
But
a
Pauline's
Genshin
request
event
is actually
stays
pretty
permanently in
reasonable.
the game.
To receive
is,
rewards,
when
simply
he's
submit
back.
photographs of 5 different sample types that match the
Bongo
characteristic
Head is
that's
the
given on
real
each day.
protagonist.
Sounds simple enough.
confirmed.
You can also exchange these samples with your friends. You might be able to find useful references for the samples that you need to collect
Okay,
in the
didn't pay
Adventure
attention at all.
Archive.
What's
At the
going on
end
here?
of the quest, travelers will receive a special gift from Pauline.
Ooh.
That's right. It's the zoom lens we mentioned during Charlotte's character introduction.
Oh, how fun.
To use it, just equip the camera and activate the zoom lens in your inventory. The zoom lens can be attached to all cameras obtained in the game up to this point. When equipped with other characters, the zoom lens won't be able to be used in
Okay.
combat, but if you switch to Charlotte and hold her elemental skill, you'll be able to snap pics with zoom lens even while fighting. You can even use
Yep.
it in domains.
Pay to win
Double
uh,
wow.
for the event.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I bet travelers will be able to capture some amazing moments in co-op mode too.
And even if you miss the chance to participate in the event, there's no need to worry. Travelers will still be able to obtain the zoom lens after the event ends.
Sweet. It seems like Farina has also learned of the existence of a domain shrouded in
Is
mist.
this also gonna be permanently in the game?
Travelers who master the leyline features and put together the strongest party will be able to easily beat their opponents.
Now, less experienced travelers like myself don't need to worry either. Using trial characters and taking advantage of the buffs brought about by the leyline are also great ways to come out on top.
That's right. And travelers who are more confident in their combat skills can choose to jump straight to the final challenge. Also, the Leyline Overflow event will return at the end of version 4.2. Now might be the perfect time to start building your parties. Hopefully, you're all excited for the fabulous events that version 4.2 has in store.
Okay, the events
but
are
there
cool.
are still more surprises
Nothing
to share.
special.
Yay!
Oh,
I
let's
know.
get into them.
Well, before we get into them,
anime
let's take
teaser?
a quick break to have a look at the final redemption code for today. See
Maybe
you in a
more
bit.
quality of life
Okay.
changes? Alright, oh my god. Okay, the patch in itself so far is the events, I mean, are okay, nice events, nothing special. But the fact that they are making one of the events permanent in the game, holy, I'm so happy about this. Mostly because this means for the future, they're gonna add more and more minigames, and I really, really hope they bring back some of the old one and add them in the game. I personally really enjoyed the, what was it called? The tower defense one. either Mechanicus. Hope they expand on that and bring it back permanently in the game. Okay. They said they had the announcements. I wonder what they are. I hope anime.
Welcome back,
Anime?
travelers! Okay, I just took a look at Lady Farina's itinerary, and it seems we've actually reached the end. Aww, I know.
Okay.
So we've submitted our appointment request to Surintendant Cheval Moran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming
Quality of
version.
life.
Let's
Last
get into
part.
it.
Okay, so first up is the Quick Challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses, and it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain character.
Totally.
True.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40 or above will have the option to quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trounce Domain section of the Adventure Handbook. All weekly bosses will be available to challenge, except Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, now we don't have to wait to advance the story before we can level up a new character's talents and skills.
Exactly. Also, we're introducing an update to Genius Invocation TCG. In version 4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added. There will also be an Accelerate Duel feature, which will provide a smoother gaming experience. Pretty cool stuff. After the version 4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest deck or
not a
take
big
inspiration from other travelers.
TCG
That's
player.
cool.
That's awesome. And, since the number of card combinations just keeps increasing, the number of decks a player can save has been increased from 10 to 20.
Doubled.
Double! And in addition, both the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Doubled again.
Double!
Double again!
The developers have also made a number of optimizations to the Genius Invocation TCG interface.
Heated Battle Mode and the Forge Realms Temper Endless Swarm will also return in version 4.2.
Ooh, and in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact Project team. May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. Plus, a new story key privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and hangout events.
Amazing! Red notification dots have also been optimized. Notifications that have already been cleared will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform.
Yo.
Quest optimizations will also be available in version 4.2.
Random quality
The
of life
first
changes,
one
but
pertains
nice
to
one.
unlocking story quests. Travelers will now get to choose whether to accept a story quest after unlocking it.
Finally.
Whoa, nice. And hopefully, travelers won't be overwhelmed by a sudden influx of quests anymore.
The update has also made notifications about prerequisite quests even clearer, making it easier for players to proceed to certain content.
That's awesome.
Okay, great. Oh, and it seems like that's all we have for the latest version update. I guess that means it's time for the 4.2 special program to come
Okay.
to a close.
Oh,
I know.
Well, there's so much exciting stuff happening, and I know personally, aside from all the intrigue around the story and characters, I'm personally very jazzed for the Fun Guy event.
Yes, how can you not be? They keep on adding so much cool stuff to this game. For me, I love the idea of the combat camera, but for me and Monsieur Novelette, we are here for the Melusines.
Well, this has been so much fun with both of you. I'm really
Calm
grateful
down,
we could all
Novelette.
be here today together. And honestly, I'm just really glad that we're going to get to see how all these mysteries unfold. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll have a nice ending in 4.2. We'll have to see. But that's it for the version 4.2 special program. Thank you so much, everybody, and see you all in game.
Bye.
Bye. Toodaloo.
And no surprise. What? Okay, just a cute letter for the patch day. And is this it? Is this it? is. I think so. Yes. Okay. Ooh. Sounds like a great patch to me. I love the patch, our conquest, and Arena banner for me. A new area, I guess. And another thing, important thing to note is, seems like they are gonna start making events, some of the events, permanent into the game, which is huge. Finally. Now the question is how they are gonna approach the old events. Are they gonna just straight up put them in the game without rerunning the event, or what? I really hope during Christmas, when I'm guessing Albedo is coming back again with his story event quest, they're gonna bring back all the old quests, because Albedo has some of the best quests, and they were all a lot of them are locked behind events that a lot of people didn't get to experience. So I really hope this is them starting to finally making stuff permanent. All right. Anything else I wanted to talk about? Maybe I could talk about a little bit about the Honkai Star Rail patch, but I don't think there's anything I want to specifically look at. And the quality of life changes were nice. They were mostly tailored towards new and returning players. Were there any quality of life that they said that would impact our veterans? Let's just say that. We watch it again, not on Twitch. On YouTube, maybe? No? Oops. Why did I say, what? Oh, I confused it for the Honkai Star Rail one. Yeah, who's her? Look like a Honkai's Impact character. Ah, there's no live stream yet. I guess that's it then. Really cool. I guess that's it. I think I'm gonna watch some other streamers' reaction to the patch. If you are watching this last part of the stream, thank you so much for watching, and have a nice day.